Hello, 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 hello. I'm trying out a new hairstyle, y'all. I'm not gonna be on live long because Thursday is my day to wash my hair. And it takes a while for it to dry. So come on in. Hello, 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 hello. Please thumbs up the live. Thank you for the thumbs up. Let's find something to talk about. If we have to be silly, we don't have to be serious all the time because life is serious enough. And I don't have my inner makeup, no lipstick. So, hey, four in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please thumbs up the live. And thank you for being here. I should have gotten some water first, but I'm not going to stay on long. Hello. Hi, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Yes, Boss Lady is so sweet. I appreciate her so much. She is a real true friend to all of us. So how have your day been? Hello, Miss Pink. Thank you. I'm so glad to meet all of you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate. Tell Boss Lady if she come in, I can tell her I thank y'all for coming over. Please thumbs up the live. And is anyone here natural? Cause I have some things maybe somebody can help me with. I'm trying, y'all. I cut all my hair off last week. I had transitioned for 2 years and I had made it when I first started. I was letting my perm grow out because of eczema. My dermatologist suggested that I do that. So when I start transitioning, I said when 2 years come, any perm I have in at that 2 year mark, I was going to cut out. So the end of May, which is now, was my 2 year mark. And last Thursday, when I washed my hair, because when you're washing the hair and it still has perm in it, it get all tangled and everything. So when I was getting ready to style it, because I used to just do a 2-strand twist and put perm rollers at the end. Yes, Miss Pink. The end of May during this time was my 2 year period. And I had made up my mind after 2 years what perm I had left I was gonna cut out. Now, mind you, when I first started on this journey, my perm hair was at the middle of my back, almost the top of my butt. I kid you not. So I started cutting a little bit here, trimming it, cutting it and everything. So last week, I still got considerable amount of length. See, I still got good length. And so last week when I washed my hair and I said, I'm so tired of twisting my hair and putting perm rod or something on the end, so it could blend the texture of the perm and the natural. So when I got ready to do my 2-strand twist, honey, I just took those scissors and cut it. I did it myself. And you know what? I love it. My daughter has been natural for a good long time now, and she had been telling me, oh, Mom, go natural. Thank you. Well, last weekend, my husband's family had family reunion. And when I washed my hair last week, I was like, I don't want to do my hair in a way on Saturday that it would take too long to dry for Sunday. But since I cut it all out, hey, it's shortening up my drying period. So last night, I had my hair out and I said, Well, Thursday is my wash day, but I don't want to go to bed with just put my cap on, So this is what I sprayed in my hair last night. And I got this from Dollar Tree. Lusty's olive oil detangling spray. I sprayed this in my hair, did my two-strand twist, and when I woke up this morning, I just, took the twist and separated them, and that's how I end it up. Because I remember before, I do have some natural curl, so yeah, I feel so free once I got out. Miss Pink, let me tell you, if you if you think about going natural, do it. You never regret it. When I first started it and I had all that perm in my hair, and I was like, it was getting on my nerve when I first started because I had all this long hair and only this much. When I first started, you know how when you get your new growth and you go to get a perm, but by the time that new growth was getting to be this much, that much, that much. So then when I was looking at different videos on YouTube, and my daughter was telling me some things to do, and some things to not do. I didn't cut it. When I cut it last week was the first time I had cut my hair. Um, what I started doing when I washed my hair, I would trim it, and at some point, maybe at that maybe by the 18th month, I started when I would trim a little more and a little more and a little more. So by the time I got ready to cut it last week, I had cut probably about, yeah. By the time I cut it last week, because I had already cut a good amount out, every time I wash my hair, I would start doing, and one time I was trimming my hair and I was doing the side, and somebody called me and I got sidetracked. And when I came back to trim it some more, I forgot I had already trimmed this side. So this side was shorter than that side, but it all evened out. Hey, Monique, thank you for coming. Everybody, please thumbs up the live. I see 5 people in the chat and only one thumbs up. Please thumbs up the live. And I do appreciate everybody for coming over from Boss Lady Lexi's live. And it's nice to meet every one of you. And I promise you that you will not regret coming over, because you can ask Monique Holland. I keep you going. And I don't like a lot of drama. I don't like a lot of nastiness. And I'm sure, if you come from Boss Lady, I'm just like her. I'm a Christian. I try to be down to earth as much as I can. So thank you, Monique. I appreciate it. And my daughter's gonna dye my hair, y'all. So I'm going for honey blonde because I got so much gray. I got so much gray, y'all. Look, in the middle of my hair is real gray, and I tell them I look like Morticia from the Adam family with all this gray right at the front right here. It looked like somebody poured cigarette ash in my hair. It looked like somebody poured cigarette ash. Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. It looked like somebody poured cigarette ash in my hair. But yesterday, after I took my shower and everything, and I said, I'm going to try something new with my hair. So what I did, I pulled the top part up in a puff, right? And I told my husband my hair looked like today I told him my hair looked like a big eraser, but I like how I can move my hair, and even with the wind blowing it, it falls right back in place. I just love it. I love it. I love it. Yesterday, hey Lisa, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Yesterday, I put a puff on the top and I had this back here. I made little spiral curls back here. Hello, the real K Tube TV. Yeah, well, thank you, Monique. Well, my daughter's gonna dad for me because you know how they say blondes have more fun. So I'm gonna turn blonde and I'm gonna see how much fun blondes have. And if I'm gonna have to let somebody know on the, on a serious tip, if I make my hair blonde, somebody got some explaining to do, like Ricky Ricardo on Lucy. Somebody got some explaining to do to me. But let me tell you, I'm not a product junkie. I don't use a lot. I I'm a minimalist when it comes to stuff in my hair. I never been a person that slaps some of everything in my head just cause what worked for one person may not work for the next. That's in anything in our life beside prayer, because prayer worked the same from breast to breast, heart to heart. Hey, boss lady, and thank you for sending your friends over. We've been chatting, and I was telling them with this gray hair, it looked like somebody put, excuse me, it looked like somebody poured cigarette ash in my hair. My daughter bought me, I don't know how many in here like Mackle cakes. My daughter had some Mackle cake, and she said she wasn't hungry. And girl, let me tell you, and I had already made chicken wings, and I fixed them in the oven, kind of like oven fry instead of, and thank you, boss lady. And it had onion on, so this probably making me burp a little bit. So I apologize in advance. But my husband hadn't seen me with my hair like this. He cuts grass on Thursday, y'all. And so he called me when he got back and told me to come out to the yard. He had been to the local meat market and got some meats. And that keep me from having it. Hey, Edward Smart, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Everybody, please thumbs up the live. We got 6 people and 4 thumbs up. But anyway, he hadn't seen my hair like this, and I went out to get the stuff that he had bought. And he said, "You look so pretty with your hair like that." Y'all know what? After 47 years of marriage, my husband still tells me I am pretty. So I think I keep it. What you think? Thank you, boss lady. I was telling them that last night, last night about this time, I was already in the bed because I wasn't feeling well at all. And Wednesday night is our Bible study night at church. But I went to bed at 6 o'clock, and my pastor, when we can't make it, he will live stream the Bible study. And so while we were discussing, so thank you, Edward. While we was discussing things in a Bible study, I sprayed my hair with this, and I got this from the dollar store, y'all. Lusty's olive oil detangling spray. I sprayed this on my hair, and I just twisted it, my regular 2-strand twist, and put my nightcap on. When I woke up this morning, I just took the twist out and separated them, and I like it. And let me tell y'all, like I said, I'm not a product junkie. Everything I use on my hair come from Dollar Tree. All beside my leave-in is African Pride leave-in, and I use that to detangle. And my curl stretch cream come from the Dollar Tree. So far, the only time I had a generous product on my hair is when my daughter bought it and gave it to me. I co-wash most of the time. I rinse with rice water. I make rice water every week, and I rinse my hair with that rice water, and I use the Osmosis 3-minute miracle. So I was in Walmart today checking out products for natural hair. I told my husband since I had all the perm out, I was gonna try another product. But I did see that African Pride have another line, and I said when I finished what I got, I was gonna try that. So, but boss lady, you were talking about your lashes. My daughter does the lashes. She color her hair is a bright fire engine red, and she keep it cut. I know how you love to keep yours cut. She got hers cut close, and she just had, it is hers is waves, and so she do. So one day I told her one day I'm gonna get her to put me some lashes on, and I had been, I've been struggling with eczema for 2 years. For Yes, and that's why some of my fingers look darker than others. It's eczema, and it was all in my face. And I kept telling her I wanted to find a concealer, and I wanted to find another foundation, and I had needed a new mascara. My daughter went and bought me some Too Faced concealer. She bought me a nice foundation and gave me a brand new mascara, y'all. Our that friend said, "Oh Lord!" and boss lady, I know you there with your daughter, so you know what I'm talking about. When your child take that extra little time when she could be buying things for herself, because she is a single parent, and her son, my grandson, as I mentioned to y'all, we're in North Carolina. He's in Kentucky, studying chemical engineer at the University of Louisville. Yes, boss lady. Yes, and she's gonna die for me. So I'm shooting for. I want to get honey blonde, but in order to get blonde, I have to go to the lightest blonde because of how dark my hair is. But I was telling them I got this gray right in the middle of my hair, and I tell everybody I look like Morticia on the Adam Family. I say it look like somebody took some cigarette ash and poured it in my hair. Oh, thank you, boss lady. You know what? Now I'll tell. Thanks for watching my videos. Hey, Tracy Perkins. Hey, I tell anybody that know me know that Marvin Gaye has always been my number one favorite, and Johnny Taylor and Eddie Kendricks. But Marvin Gaye always been number one. When they was getting the petition right for him to get a stamp, I signed it and I was sending it, tweeting it here, doing this and doing that. So when I got a notification that the stamp had came through, that would be ready for in time for his birthday in April. Yeah, his birthday is April. So I told my family, I said, look, y'all, I said, all I want for Mother's Day is some Marvin Gaye stamps. Well, when I found out Gregory Hines had stamps, I asked for some Gregory Hines stamps. So when my daughter worked, by the time she get home, the post office is closed. So but my son from Rocky Mount, thank you, Tracy. He came by, because he had called me that Saturday before Mother's Day and asked me what we're home. And me and my husband, every first Saturday, our church go to two nursing homes in the area and do like a praise and worship and have a little, service with them. So when we got ready to leave, my husband said, let's ride to a thrift store. And I'm like, okay, as long as you're going to spend your money, it's okay. So we was at the thrift store, and my husband said, go and buy what you want, tomorrow's Mother's Day. So I said, okay. And then my son called, my youngest son, he's a pastor. I am probably 3 hours from Wake Forest because my youngest son is in Rocky Mountain. We're about 2 hours, and I think we're probably about three. Where's Wait? Yeah, we're about 3 hours, maybe 3 hours, 3.5. I'm not sure. So my son told me, so I'll be back because he asked what time we're gonna be home that night, and my husband said it'll probably be late. He said I'll be back Wednesday. So that Wednesday he came back and bought my Marvin Gaye stamps and some other little things for Mother's Day. And my grandson, I don't know if y'all watched the video. My grandson that I told y'all was away in Kentucky going to college. Child, y'all, he sent me some of the prettiest. He know purple is my color. He had some flowers shipped to me from bloomtoday.com. There was the prettiest purple flowers, y'all, and the card on the inside. I mean, was so touching. Let me tell you what. You know, when you never fear, when you raise them right, and they have the fear of the Lord, and they know the word, honey. Let me tell you. At first, I was a little leery of him. Y'all see, I'm choking up talking about that. I was a little leery with him going that far from home, because like 12 hours. And his college had arranged for him to go to UPS, because UPS, if they get in this program, UPS pay a certain amount every semester. So when he went to UPS last August during his orientation, he got the job just like that. That's right. That's right. And so I'm like, you're going to be working and trying to take your class and everything. Because at first I thought when they worked, they were just working to pay what UPS paid on their schooling. When they work, they get paid just like any other work. And plus plus UPS paid, I think, anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000 a semester. So that means we don't have to come out of pocket, even with him being an out-of-state student. Y'all, that's a blessing from the Lord, let me tell you. When my grandson sent me those flowers, we keep in touch with me. We keep in touch with him. He FaceTime me just as much as he do his mama and everything. And his birthday was May the 2nd. I sent this child, because my grandson just turned 19 May 2nd. He is 6 feet 6 inches tall. He's not no little person. And, with the way the world is now, I explained to him things, you're a threat because you're a male and because you're a black male. I said, you're a tall black male. I said, you know the word, you know how you've been taught, you know what's in the Bible. We're praying for you, but you also be in prayer for yourself, right? I said, well, if you go somewhere and they tell you to stop, you halt your big tail right there and put your hands up as high as you can get them, and keep your mouth closed. Don't volunteer any information. And let me tell you, honey, this child, somebody came to the school one day and was asking the students, do they believe in God? They this and that. And my grandson said he was finding some place to go for Bible study because he was used to going to Bible study. Okay. The person was a pastor. He told the students and stuff where the Bible study was. And my grandson goes. He said a man came over to him, put his hand on his shoulder, said, hey, son. Said, how you like Bible study? Coming back next week? So my grandson told him, said, no, I ain't coming back. So the man said, why? He said, look, I'm 18. I've been in church my whole life, and he has. I'm going to tell you, my grandson knows somewhere. He said, what you teaching is not true. That man was teaching his church that Jesus is not the Son of God. And you don't supposed to take communion. We're telling them that God is not going to come back. A little Chinese man going to come through the sky. He told him, said, I've been in church all my life, said, this is not true. He said, and the man said, you're not coming back? He said, no, it's because you're a false prophet. Said, I know the word. You know what, boss lady? I'm so glad. You know how people say you drag your children to church? I drug my children to church. And when my daughter was working, her children with us, we drugged them to church. Because, when they got that word deep down in their heart, ain't no devil in hell can come and take it. You know what I'm saying? So I was so glad when he called me and told me that. I would, oh, boss lady, you get this warm little fuzzy, this, what they call it, warm fuzzies, and I was so glad, because sometimes when you take children to church and sometimes they be playing and talking and stuff, you don't think they're getting it. But he was getting it, y'all. He was getting it. And I told him, I said, you pray, you read your word, because you know what's every word in that Bible is true. Now, and I told him when he got ready to go, I said, you know what your goal is? Keep your focus straight ahead. And I said, when you feel weak, you pray. I said, there's time you need us, you call us. If whatever we can do, we gonna do it. So he was going to work. He was catching Uber, $125 a week, y'all, to go. And UPS, he said, was only 15 minutes from his dorm. Christmas time, my husband and I got him a car. Okay. So for my husband got the car, my daughter found the car. And like I said, she's a single parent, and we know that she wouldn't have been able to pay cash for a car for him. So my husband and I got him the car, and it needed a catalyst converter. It was a Subaru, y'all. That is the best. That car is so good on gas. Here's my hand. I kid you not. My husband carried it to somebody. Yes, my husband carried it to somebody to put the catalyst converter on it and everything. February, we drove it up there. My husband and I was in his Avalanche, and my daughter and one of her friends drove their Subaru up there. Boss Lady Lexi from North Carolina to Kentucky barely took $50 worth of gas. And I asked him one day, I said, how you love your car? He said, I love it, Grandma. He said, I love it. So he's already, my husband tell him, keep your oil changed, keep your fuel, keep checking on your antifreeze, the water in your radiator, keep your oil checked. He had some tires put on and everything like that. So when his birthday came, and I said, what in the world can I get this child? So I know the kind of stuff he liked. Y'all, let me tell you, I went to Dollar Tree and bought different kind of snacks that I knew he liked. And you know how you can get the cereals in the little bag that might be enough for one, for 2 servings, but with him, one bag will be 1 serving. It might be 2 servings for some of us, but for him, the size he is, one of those little bags he would, that would be 1 serving for him. Put it that way. So I got some of those little cereals. I got he loved barbecue chips. I got the brand of barbecue chips that he liked. And let me tell y'all something. My grandson eat croutons like chips. I got him some croutons. He called me after he went to the part of the school where you pick up your packages and stuff. And he was calling me, telling me he thanked us for the box and everything like that. He said he even got croutons in it. That boy was happy over he happy for everything. But I said, yeah, your little sister told me to get you croutons, because I remember he liked croutons, but I hadn't thought about putting any in the box. That child was happy as a bug in the rug. And so this semester he changed over, this is he's starting his 2nd year. So he moved to another dorm, which would be an apartment. I told him, I said, you don't know how clean the person was that was there before you. Get you some Clorox wipes or something. I said, you sanitize everything. So he FaceTimed us, showed us his little apartment and everything. He told me he sanitized it so good, y'all, because he's asthmatic. He carried two asthma inhalers. He said that it was so strong he had to open the windows, open the doors, he had to leave out. So, but y'all, if I'm talking too much, not letting y'all get a. Hey, Tosh, thank you for coming in. I'm rambling on, telling about different stuff. My grandson and everything, how he's enjoying his time at college. We're from North Carolina. He's in Kentucky at the University of Louisville. He's studying not civil engineering, y'all, forgive me, chemical engineering. And purple is my color. Tosh, he sent me the prettiest, he had shipped to me the beautiful bouquet of purple flowers. I don't know what kind they were. All I know they was purple. And oh yes, Kentucky is beautiful. Tosh said hey to everybody in the chat. So if I'm rambling on, y'all, but yeah, today is my wash day. So, but since I cut all my hair off, it won't take as long to dry. So I might wait till tomorrow to wash. But if I don't wash it tonight, I'm gonna end up having to twist it again. So yeah, Tosh, let me tell you something. The card he sent with it was so touching. It was so touching. And let me tell y'all this. I call my grandson Boo, right? I call him my Boo. And I asked him, I said, do you mind if I call you Boo? He said, no, I don't mind. So I tell my daughter, I said, you just had him, but he's mine. So so he said he don't mind me calling Boo, and I I have one son that's not married, right? He's a truck driver. And I ask him sometimes, I'll call him baby this, baby that. And I say, if I come on Facebook and I comment on something on you, do you mind if I say baby? He said, oh no, because he tell her about, he said, my mama sometimes would treat me like a baby and I love it. The child, because my daughter would be 40, her birthday. So hello, Ken and Wade, Ray, thank you for coming into my live. So, because let me tell y'all something. Up until 2012, I was an in-home child care provider, right? I did it for 20 some odd years. Let me tell you what. I see some of those babies now, and I call them babies. I tell them, you can always be my baby. I see some of them now, some of them got children of their own, but all of them call me Aunt Corrine. And I remember when they was in school and they would get sick and they would tell the school to call their Aunt Corrine if they were sick. And I told them, I said, no, I said, I'm the child care provider. And that's just what all my children called me Aunt Corrine, because when I first started, I had some of my nieces and nephews here, and they called me Aunt. So all the other children started calling me Aunt. Hey, Magdalene Burnett, thank you for coming in. Thanks everybody for the thumbs up. And let me tell y'all something. Some of those children, I would have first shift, second shift. I didn't have too many at third shift, but I was getting up. I would have children sometimes coming in at 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning, and some that wouldn't leave till maybe 11 or 12 at night. I've had one parent that sometimes she didn't get here for one something because where she worked, it took her an hour or two to get here, but they didn't live too far from where my house is. And let me tell you something. By the time those children left, because did have some to leave to go to pre-K, some left to go to kindergarten, I had those children reading. I had them spelling and writing their name. I had them, and we had Bible time. And you know what? I see people right now say, do you still keep children? I'm like, no. They were like, everybody talk about how good you were and how that you were cooking real food for the children. What else is there? But I know what they meant, as opposed to always having a sandwich or something. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with sandwich. Sandwiches has their places, but I realized some of these children, the only hot meal they may have gotten is when they were here. Just like when some of them they're in school, the only hot meal they may have gotten is in school. So I made sure, and when it was time for a snack, I would make nice snacks. Sometimes I would be making banana nut muffin from scratch, blueberry muffin from scratch, and stuff like that. And that's the kind of snacks we had, and stuff like that. So I enjoyed it, but yeah, I think I did that for almost between 23 and 25 years. But sometimes when y'all don't see me, I watch YouTube on my TV like in the morning, and then I'm watching videos, and I'll go back to my tablet to make a comment. and then sometimes my days get so hectic I don't get a chance to go back and make a comment. So I am trying to watch people videos and everything. So I just love y'all so much. Thank you, Magdalene. I was telling them that I sprayed some of this on my hair. I get this from Dollar Tree last night, and I just sprayed it and twisted it. And this morning, I just separate the twist, and I'm enjoying being natural, y'all. It is so soft and fluffy, and I like how the wind blow it. I remember when I told y'all, me and my husband, we've been married 47 years. This past March 18th made 47 years. Well, let me tell you, when my husband met me, he was supposed to be meeting one of my cousins because when my brother was married to my husband's sister, right? And so my husband had told my brother and his wife, and they were going to the club to bring somebody for him to meet. So my brother was going to bring my cousin that my aunt lived next door. And so when I came home, I don't know where my cousin was, but she wasn't in place. So, my brother could say, come on, ride with us. I got somebody I want you to meet. So that night I went by my brother and sister-in-law house. I just got home from New York. And my brother said, come on, go to the club with us. So, I hadn't been home probably about a day and I hadn't been anywhere. So I said, okay. So that's where I met my husband. He was supposed to meet my first cousin, but he met me. And I had a big afro out to here, y'all. I had an afro. I had on hot pants. I had on some of those go-go boots. Yes, I did, y'all. Yes, honey. And out there on the floor dancing and everything, having a good time. And so 47 years and 5 children later, the little children say, here me is. Girl, you know it. You know it. And let me tell you, we had this belt that had play bullets in it. And you would let it be slung low. You wouldn't pull it tight. It was kind of loosely on. You know how they, I had on that belt, had on the go-go boots and my hot pants and a long vest, kind of like what you see the children wear on Soul Train. And I had a big afro and big hoop earrings. Yes, back in the day, when you dress like that, honey, what they say, clean. Back in the country, they would say, you sharp as a tack. And then I also had some kind of like gladiator sandals that were all the way up, that laced all around and everything. So I think we went to the club 2 nights. And one night I remember having on a mini dress. I wore the gladiator sandals that laced up your legs, and I had on a mini dress. So, you know, but I tell you what, my daddy, God rest his soul, told my husband, said, if you don't want her, don't abuse her. Bring her back where you got her from. So he must have wanted me, y'all, because he never carried me back. My daddy meant that thing, honey. My daddy meant it, you know. And even though, I was not usually the younger children in a family be spoiled. Well, I was my father's oldest child, but my mom had 2 children when she and my dad got married. And so I was the oldest, child. I'm the oldest child, my father. So I was the I'm the oldest grandchild on that side. And honey, if my daddy's family didn't do a mean piece of spoiling me, let me tell you. Because my brothers, wait a minute, y'all, I see something in here. Let me try to figure out what it is. So, oh, let me tell y'all. I was playing, I was putting some 45s on eBay today. So I was playing some on to make sure they didn't skip. Sorry, y'all, to jump from one thing to the next. But I looked over some stereo. Well, we still have console stereos, you know, the old timey long stereo. Well, we got a studio apartment over the garage where we use for storage, and I keep a lot of my inventory for my Poshmark or for my Amazon records and stuff. So we got one over there. We got this one in here, and I got like a rack set in the den. If I'm sitting in there and want to play a record, I can listen to one in there. But I was sitting here and I was listening to Bring the Boys Home by Frida Payne. And I noticed, 'cause I was gonna let it play again, right? And I noticed I didn't hear the sound. How about the needle? It needed a needle. The needle came out some kind of way. So what I did, I moved the computer around to the den and started playing my records on there. Well, by happen, um, we had some needles because I resell some of everything, y'all. We sold a couple of years ago. We sold some jukeboxes, and we took the records off the jukeboxes, and some of the jukeboxes that was sold that has that we wasn't gonna sell the whole jukeboxes. We took the part. My husband took the parts out, and we sold the jukeboxes as parts. So these are some records that come out. We still got, I think, I don't know if it's one last jukebox out there that he haven't taken everything off. And I was playing that record, and so by happen, in my arsenal of things that I got to say, I had some needles, y'all. So he put a needle in it, so I can get back to listen to it. But I got records everywhere, y'all. I got stuff. I mean, records, Poshmark. I spread myself so thin. Poshmark, YouTube, Amazon. I do T-shirts on Amazon, and sometimes I just get up from the computer. I tell my husband, I say, I'm gonna take a break. I'm ready for a vacation now. Where's everybody going for vacation this year? Because at first I told my husband I wanted to go to Little Ray Caverns, but I had been wanting to go to where the Andy Griffin, where they got this little place. I don't forget where it is, but is they got a little area where it looked like the Andy Griffith show. And my pastor and his wife and someone went a few years ago, and they took pictures, and where they looked they had pictures of the jail where Bonnie and Andy worked in and all that kind. I wanted to go, y'all. So my husband told me he would take me, but I think last year we went to Myrtle Beach, so I'm not sure. But that's where I want to go this year. But it's something flying in here, y'all. We're gonna try to get my husband's attention, get him to come and kill it. Cause when I go to kill a fly or something, y'all, that thing will live forever. Cause I never catch it. I mean, when I go to swat it, I be knocking stuff over. I thought they're gonna turn that light on in the hall. So, but anyway, oh, I've been. Let me get a swallow of my water. I got my mannequin back here. we had service, friends and family day for my husband's family reunion, and we had a good time in church last Sunday, y'all. Let me tell you. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Excuse me for keep looking for that flower, whatever it is, y'all. I know it. Where did it go? I How many sew? I took out my sewing machine. My daughter had something she wanted me to sew for her. I hadn't had my sewing machine out, y'all, and I know 3, 4 years. And I got ready to sew, and my stitches, my bobbin is just messing up threads. So I got to work on that. I put some machine oil in it, so I'm gonna maybe I'll try. I know I won't get to it tomorrow, but I'm gonna try. You go and get the dog. Turn that light on in the hall, please.
It's too hot for a light. It's hot.
The downstairs light.
It's hot.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you to turn the light on. I hurt this little girl, y'all. I know you're not little. I still can hurt you though. I hurt you good. A little play of my grandchildren, y'all. I didn't get down on the floor. Who played jacks the other day? My other grandchildren here doing playing jacks, and I usually get in the floor playing jacks, but my son and daughter-in-law was here, and we were engaged in conversation while the younger children was playing jacks. What you making? A mess.
No, my mother wanted me to heat up her moon pie.
Heat up a moon pie.
Heat up her moon pie.
Or she gonna eat it with a spoon like ice cream?
Yep.
I love to do mine like that too. But I like to have some ice cream on top of it once I heat it up, or some whipped cream or something. See, I know that's something to put calories on you, y'all. These anybody on here take gabapentin? Boss Lady Lexa, do you take gabapentin? Cause that gabapentin will put weight on you, y'all. And I've been trying to. I get on a scale every morning when I get up to try to see how much.
You shouldn't do that.
Why?
Because when you first wake up in the morning, you're skinny because your body has to just start your food. You just give yourself all.
That's all right. I can get on the scale. If I wake up and you said when you wake up in the morning, your body is skinny. I'll get up for a day and get on the scale. I ought to be super skinny by then. What you think? Mm-hmm.
When you sleep, your body's actually taller.
Your body's doing what when you sleep?
Taller.
It's what?
When you sleep, your body's really tall.
Cause you laying straight. I don't lay straight. My daughter's schooling me on some stuff. She said when you get up in the morning, you're skinny. Well, I don't get up. I wake up about 8 o'clock, but I get my coffee and come back. I brush my teeth, wash my face, get my coffee, come back to the bed and watch some of y'all's YouTube videos while I'm having my coffee. Sometimes my husband bring my coffee to the bed to me. She said when you get up in the morning, you're skinny. So if I don't get up, or about when I finish doing all that, it's about 9 o'clock when I get up, make my bed up, and take my bath and get dressed in the morning. Well, if I get up at 5 o'clock, I ought to be super skinny. What do you think, y'all? She said, don't work like that. Well, if you're going to fool your body, you might as well go and fool it good. You know, if I get up at 9 and my body's saying skinny, well, if I get up at 5, my body ought to say, bam, super skinny. I love playing games with you, little girl. Woo. Thank everybody for the thumbs up. I do appreciate y'all. Boss Lady Lexi, I thank you for telling your friends in your life to come and raid my live. I do appreciate it. So let's get to it. I wish I could turn this around and show y'all that stereo, but I got so much junk. I do that another day. I said I'm gonna make a video about that stereo one day, but I might wear it like this, pull it to the side. What y'all think? But anyway, yeah, dude. Don't my hair look like somebody done ashes in my head, cigarette ashes? Sorry, white hair.
And a lot of brooms they clean chimneys with.
She said my hair look like the broom they clean chimneys with. Well, you look like a blue erase. Okay. Uh-huh. I see what you're doing.
You always do.
Yeah. I told her I see what you're doing. She said you always do. Thank God for good eyesight. What do you think? Okay, y'all, come on. Don't let me be the only one talking. This child left this light on. She know how bad I hate to get up. I'll be right back. Let me go turn this light off, see how much mess she made in here. Cause I know she left a trail somewhere. I might make me some coffee, y'all. I'm a coffee addict, y'all. I drink coffee all day. Don't care how hot it is. I drink coffee all day. My head look like a corkscrew. I go see my mommy tomorrow. Y'all, my mommy is 93 and she's in an assisted living. That woman, y'all think I'm a hoot? Maybe one day I'll bring her here while I'm doing my live, and she's a super hoot. One day I went to see her, and she was sitting, and the lady sitting next to her, I knew her, cause she and her family live next to where my grandparents' homestead is, right? So my mama said, "You see Miss So and So over there?" Well, she called her name, but I'm not gonna call her name. And I said, "Yeah." Mama looked at me and she said, "Crazy as a bed bug." She'll point out and she'll call. You see that so she'll call the name. Or she might say this one or that one. You see that one over there with the so and so and so on? Crazy. You hear me? She crazy. I said, Mama, don't be pointing at people and saying they're crazy. She's with they're crazy, they're crazy. Mama, think about something else. She's a hoot, y'all. Mama is a hoot. You think I'm a hoot? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She is feisty, feisty, feisty. And y'all, my mama natural nails. I kid you not. I'm gonna show you. My mama, this my mama finger, and that's her nail. I mean, she got long, and you know how Freddy Krueger cling his hand together. When mama don't want to be bothered, she put her hands up and do like this. And the people say, uh, you know, Miss Reed, you want to get your nail cut? She don't cuss me out no more. So she asked her to do something she don't want to do. She said, you cussing her. Tasha, I think this is the first time you've been in my live, girl. Tasha, I go to you sometime. I used to watch the news a lot, but let me tell you, the news had become so depressing. It is an absolute joy to watch y'all on YouTube. You hear me? Well, I was watching Tasha's one night, and she, what night was it? Night before last. I don't forget what she was talking about, but Tosh, you, you know, we have fun and we keep it real. And I love when I go to the ones that they're keeping it real. I forgot what Tosh was talking about, but oh, you was doing exercise or something. I think the one that I saw. Well, I think the crowd has died down. But I thank y'all. I got 8 thumbs up, so thank y'all. So thank y'all for the thumbs up. Yeah, I might get some cough because they got this air conditioner around here pumping, y'all. And I'm getting cold. They got the air on upstairs, the air on down here. I am getting cold. I might just go and wash my hair after I get off here, get it on over and done with. I don't have to dread it now because all the perm is out. Listen, y'all, have you heard of some people getting copyrighted for singing a song, a copyrighted song in their video? Because somebody had told me, I think it might have been James Cox in one of his I Am a Creator live, and he had said he was singing a song and he got copyright. I think it was him. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but have you ever heard Boss Lady Lexi? Have you and you or Tasha, anybody heard anybody say they got copyright for singing a song? Because I was singing a song one day and my granddaughter, she reminded me, oh, she said, be careful, Grandma, you don't want to get copyright. So I didn't think they would do it if you sing the song. I knew they would do it if you played it. Ooh, must be about my bedtime sitting. But usually when I come to this computer, I would yawn like nobody's been in school about to get out around here. So I hope my granddaughter go get her a little part-time summer job. Well, I'll probably sign off in 2 minutes, y'all. That will give me an hour for being live, and I appreciate everybody for coming in and whatever this thing around that's flying around here, y'all. It's getting on my nerve, and I'm not gonna be satisfied until I get a fly swat and kill whatever it is. I hope it's not a bee. You hear me? Cause I would jump 210. I would jump a mile high if a bee was in here. Ooh. So trying to see which way he went. I put up new curtain the other day. My husband steamed them for me. Oh, oh. I'm not sure if I really like them though. Well, trying to change my color scheme in our bedroom from a dark from to a nice summertime-ish color. I told that girl turn the light on in that hall. It's too hot for the light on. Well, we got a few more seconds. And I thank everybody for coming in. We'll have to do this again. Everyone, I thank you. Boss Lady, thank you for having your friends coming over to my live. I thank everybody for coming in. Miss Pink, Tosh, Ken and Ray, Magdalene, Edward Smart, Annie Johnson, Tracy Perkins. Let's see who else. If I forget anybody, charge it to me. Head, not my heart, y'all. Boss Lady. Let's see. Trying to go down the line. The Real K to Lisa's Hall. Miss Pink, I think I called you. Flora Canamore and Annie Johnson. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank everybody for the thumbs up. I'm gonna sign off now because I do have to take some medicine, and I just appreciate everything. So until next video, bye-bye. Wait a minute, it still said 3 in here. Well, anyway, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna sign off, and Boss Lady, we're gonna have to do this again. Because an hour is a good time to stay on, don't you think? And I met some people I hadn't known before, so I appreciate it. And this thing that's flying around here, y'all, please forgive me for staring off, but I want to see where it went so I can get rid of it. You understand me? So until next video, if anybody has any recommendation, Boss Lady, let's think of something we can do a video. I'm trying to get more ideas to do videos. So if y'all can think of anything y'all love for me to see me do a video on, let me know and I'll see what I can do. So until next video, bye-bye. I love y'all.